only been here one time in 10 years. When we started Living Hope, I wanted to have my heart in a place where I could be fully surrendered to God and available to be used and stuff like that. And I kept asking, what's the thing I need to do? What do I need to do the most? What do I need to still give up? And it was like God was telling me that I just had such regret. And there it is. It's the second time in 10 years I've been to the place where my dad's buried. Born in 1942. Died in February, 2 days after my birthday. When I turned 4 years old, he died on February 17th, 1967. So I named my son after my dad. And it still hurts, you know? I mean, think of how many people in our church who have such pain, and the emotions that a message like today brings up, and the emotions that Father's Day every year brings up. But it's only when I let those things die that I can begin to live on the other side of it. Sucks though, doesn't it? Life is so stinking weird. But I don't know. I don't have a lot of words. I should probably come here more often. Happy Father's Day. I've never in my life said Happy Father's Day to my father. My daddy. You know, it's funny. I just, the things I missed is all the things I didn't get to do, you know, like I couldn't, this is stupid stuff like camping and sports and all that, some of that, but lately I just wanted my kid, I wish more than me knowing, I wish my kids could know their grandpa, you know what I mean? Like, so weird. It's just so weird how, you know, it's done. Life is just so temporary, and so, death is so for real and so final. I can't imagine being in a home like some have been in with abuse, or having a father that was passive, or having a father that was hurtful, or like in my case that abandoned you. And for those of us that have had dads that have been so encouraging, it's just such a blessing and such a great thing. And in all things, we're called to honor our fathers. And so wherever we're at, in any relationship, the best fathers, we need to honor them and love them and thank God for them. And if there's been pain and abandonment, passivity, whatever it is, I think you can still honor someone, and it's not based on what they do or don't do. It's based on a commandment of God to say, honor your father. And when we do that, we honor God. And when we do that, God gives us back our life. And so, I just love our church too much to not, one, be real, and two, not to not to let Satan continue to lie to us, to misdirect us, to deceive us, to cause the pain to just gnaw in our hearts. I think that we can have, I think we can all have our moment, if you want to call it that, where, yeah, there's a lump in your throat, and yeah, there's a pain in your gut, and yeah, there's just like, I don't want to do this feeling. But it's when God somehow opens up my heart and I allow him to have back whatever he allowed in my life, pain or good or bad. And I hold on to the passage in Genesis that says what Satan meant for harm, my dad dying, was Satan meaning this for harm for my life. But God meant it for good, and we'll use it for good. And I think it's when I hold on to that promise. He'll be my father. He is my father. And the pain can be used by him to hopefully advance his kingdom. So I want to say, honor your father. It's the first time in my life. I had no plan to do this today. No plan to ever, and never have said Happy Father's Day to my dad. And every time Father's Day would come, I felt this like sick feeling in my stomach. I don't want to do Father's Day. What's the point of it? All that. I'm a better person because 10 years ago I came up here and I did the hard work and I walked away leaving it. And some of us today need to do that, but all of us need to honor our fathers. It's just what God calls us to do. Happy Father's Day.